Hello, this is Alex Chang, and we are casting a video of intense gameplay that occurred on May 7th, Friday. It was an epic fight. I just want to review what happened during this amazing game. In the upper left-hand side, we see the blue team, which is with the bottom left, Terran, taking souls, Nelson. His blue teammate, Tifa, the Protoss warrior. Bass, the Zerg man. Alex. And Spartacus, Arthur Chang, the Terran warrior. They are facing off today against a Zerg, a Protoss, Terran, his name is Toshiro, and another Zerg, Toshiro Tokayo, Radiance, and Ziki. It will be a crazy fight, but we will see what is happening. Arthur is already scouting in the enemy base with the SCV, trying to take a look and see what's going on here. In these games, early game information is key, and Arthur has known this because after we've been cheesed so many times, he knows that he's got to figure out what they're doing early on so we can react to it later on. And as we can see, the Zergs have all expanded, and Alex Chang is sending another scouting drone here to take a look at the rest of the base. So there's two people scouting. Looks like they're trying to wall off in the south side of the red base, but the red upper north side shows no wall off at this time. Blue team taking souls, Nelson in the south has walled off already the south entrance, while Arthur Chang in the north has walled off his entrance. It's nice having two Terrans so that they can wall off on both sides and build at the same time. Now, as we can see, a lot of Zerglings are coming out. People are starting to make Zerglings and some units now. We'll see. It's still too early to tell what is going on at this time. Looks like Alex's scouting drone is seeing that there's a gold base that gets picked off right here by this Zealot and this Marine. Tifa's already pumping some stalkers up here. Nelson has 3 barracks pumping at full speed. Arthur has double barrack, 1 engineering bay. He looks like he's making some Reapers here. And Nelson is also upgrading like crazy with double engineering bay. Nelson doesn't usually play Terran. He's usually a Zerg guy, but he's loving Terran at this time and has been doing a great job playing as a Terran race. Let's see what happens today to the blue team. We see red pumping a whole bunch of Zerglings. Tokayo with multiple Zerglings and a Baneling nest. We see on this side Radiance also with multiple Zerglings. Arthur is doing an early attack with all these Reapers. Let's see what happens. Come on, Arthur. You could do it. You could do it, Arthur. Come on. Arthur's thinking about whether to go in. He's throwing some mines. He's trying to grab their attention. Multiple Lings are here. Run, Arthur. You better run. Doesn't look good right here. Oh, he detonates a charge, moves up the ramp, moves down. Bass is signaling, move down to the south side. Arthur is trying to harass as much as possible with the Reapers. Let's see if he can do any more damage here. As you see, these Reapers are really good in that they can jump over ledges, and a lot of times the Zerglings cannot catch them because they can jump over ledges. And they're also very quick. But here we have Tifa moving out to the south side along with Nelson taking souls and Alex with some Zerglings coming down here. They're going to hit hard, but looks like it's pretty heavily defended. Let's see if they can come out. Lots of war happening already. Blue team's trying to hold steady. I wonder if they can get up this ramp. Looks like a lot of troops there. They're trying their best. Looks like they're doing okay. They're holding the Zerglings. But from the back, we got flanked. No! They're attacking us from all sides. Our troops got wiped out. Alex retreats. Tiff retreats too. Oh no, but Tiff sacrifices her troops to delay the attack on our side while we're running away. How valiant she is. And while we are running away, the troops are still faster. Tiff sacrifices another lone stalker. You take it for the team while we run back to the base. They're trying to run in. Hopefully they don't run through this gate right here. That's down. Oh, Alex holds the gate. Nelson puts it up so that they can't run in. Arthur's Reapers are running for their lives. Oh, one is lost. The other one is running for his life. Will he make it? Oh my gosh, we're about to be busted. They're about to baneling bust us. Looks like they're trying to drop Nelson at the same time. They're dropping him in the back. They're distracting us while they're hitting the front. Here it comes. Oh my gosh. We're out of position. They're coming in the front. Looks like we stopped this drop over there. They're pushing in. They're pushing in. Alex is in the north. Tiff in the west. No, Art joins in the top. Nelson joins in the south. We have a good concave at this time. Pushing them back. I think we held. But there's still holes in the wall. They're still leaking through like water. Arthur is venturing outside. Nelson's 2 Marines are valiant soldiers. Nelson closes the wall by building 3 more barracks. Good seal, Nelson. Good seal. Meanwhile, we have enemy Zerglings scouting everywhere, all across the outside. They control the perimeters. I don't know why Alex's overlords are out here, but they look like they're sacrificing themselves as free food meals for the enemy Zerg. Meanwhile, Toshiro, the warrior, is moving out to expand at this time. Meanwhile, Radiance is patrolling the earth with his Zerglings. Arthur cannot land his command centers because they are just watching day and night to see whether he's going to expand and they want to take him out. But Alex is marching across to the north side to join Tiff. Hopefully, maybe they were thinking this Zergling army is going to attack, which it looks like they are. But this side is also very heavily defended. Arthur put down 2 more barracks here to secure the wall and a 3rd barrack so that they can't blow through. Look at how smart they are. But he cancels the barrack because he doesn't sense an attack coming and he moves out. Arthur's moving out. Arthur's moving out with his big force with the Reapers in the front. I really like this Marine Reaper tank combination that Arthur has, but it looks like this Zergling army is out for blood. Meanwhile, Alex also moves out with his Zerg Roach army to the south side. Arthur senses there's some danger around here, but he doesn't know where. He drops his command centers and starts mining with mules immediately. Look at 3 mules. He's getting massive money right now. Alex is sitting up on this elevated platform here, on this mount, trying to patrol the south side. Uh-oh, Arthur's getting flanked. Oh my gosh, his whole army is getting flanked at this time. Whoa. Lots of things lost. Alex is starting to push in the south. He's moving in, but there's a high ground tank hitting him. And there's a barricade here. There's a rock here, so you can't really get up into this platform. But here they are getting barraged by tanks from the high ground. They're trying to break the tank, but looks like they're getting flanked on the east side. What are they gonna do? My gosh, meanwhile, Arthur's base is they're trying to get in and they're trying to be healed. They hold. My gosh, there's so much going on. It's hard to describe. But Alex and Tiff keep plunging forward in the south side. meanwhile getting bearish by these tanks from the above high ground. He's moving up. Uh-oh. Tiff gets flanked by Terran Marines. Now they're trying to regroup together. These tanks in the high ground are doing so much damage, but Alex is trying to move forward. Let's see what these Marines are. 1-1 so far. Oh, Alex gets flanked from the north. Nelson's army gets cut off. Tiff and Alex are being pushed back by double forces here on each side. It looks like it's too much for them to handle. Tiff joins with some Void Rays, but they get chewed up in time. Alex flees with his life. What a crazy game. What a crazy game. Oh, Alex again sacrifices 4 overlords to the enemy. He wants to feed them and give them his condolences. Anyway, Alex keeps moving to the Art keeps moving to the north side, trying to kill this overlord that is getting information. Looks like Red has a big army composed of immortals and stalkers and lots of Marines from Toshiro. They set up this sensor tower here that broadcasts this large circle radar area that can detect enemy troops. Meanwhile, they're expanding into the bottom left. Arthur has taken this expansion, as well as Tiff has moved now to this expansion with her Void Ray army. Looks like we're about to be harassed on the left side. Alex's base is about to be harassed, but we have a lot of roaches here. As we look at the armed forces, we can see that this is Alex, 120 army supply, Arthur 117, Tifa with 85 right now, and Nelson with 100 versus the enemy warriors. We see that the enemy is moving to the high ground right here. Alex senses that he's coming up. He sees them on the high ground, moves back down because this might be a bad fight right here. Meanwhile, Nelson's moving out with his troops here. The Zerg and Protoss army are ready to crush as well. Uh-oh, looks like they're pushing in from the high ground as well. So Alex tries to move up the ramp, but then now from the bottom ground, there's 2 grounds. There's low ground and high ground. Who knows what to take the best? What is the best strategy right now? It's like a chess war. You know, it's like a chess strategy game. Look from the east and the south. Alex tries to take the high ground, tries to push back this army. Meanwhile, the northern ground is being pushed in. Alex comes to the north to try to help their teammates against this big ball right here. Tiff's in the sky, blowing them down with the Void Rays. Meanwhile, the left Marines are pushing in. Looks like the troops are dwindling. Looks like this might be a loss for the blue team. But Tiff continues to reign in the skies. Alex pushes to the left, crushing the Marine army in the left. Meanwhile, Tiff is in the sky, continuing blowing them down. Wow, looks like we have survived this one. Looks like blue team did win this fight. How did we do it? There was so much on the ground, but yet we're still reigning in the air and on the ground. That's great. Alex moves up to the high ground. Meanwhile, they still got plenty of immortals and hydras over there. Looks like another skirmish is going to happen right here. Nelson tries to push forward, but no, there's just a lot down here at the bottom of this ramp. Can they do it? Arthur's meanwhile on the other side doing some serious damage to them. He's sieging their base. Alex is trying to expand to this high ground and hold the high ground. Arthur continues to kill them on the north. We got lurkers here being built. And big Marine army, they're at 1-1. Lurkers are burrowed over here. Looks like they're also morphing banelings. Radiance is morphing banelings on the north to try to counter Arthur along with Mutalisk. These lurkers are really causing problems. Alex runs down to kill a tank. The Marines run up the ramp. Alex tries to pull them up, but Void Rays are here and pushes them back down. Very good teamwork here. Very good teamwork. Watch out for these lurkers, guys. Oh, meanwhile, Arthur gets attacked on this side. Oh my gosh, these banelings did a lot of damage, but Arthur's still holding the ground. Can he hold against all these immortals though? Oh, lurkers were also set up in the high ground. There's just too much going on here. There's just too much to cast, but we will try our best. Mutas are flying around the map. Looks like Red is trying to push up with these 2 lurkers, but Alex is just trying to shut them down right here. Alex got lurkers himself. Lots of Marines. Nelson has 2-3 Marines already. Let's see. These ones are 1-1. Nelson's got 2-3 Marines already upgraded. That's crazy. Mutas are flying around in the back, killing Arthur's gold base. Meanwhile, there's another skirmish in the south. Mutas are continuing to fly into the base, flying around and damaging our base. They're trying to push into the south, but they can't. Arthur's pushing them back with about 5 or 6 Vikings here. Mutas are running around like crazy. Alex is also getting hit here in his base. Craziness. What a war. This neutral zone here. There's a big neutral zone. They're pushing up. Looks like they're pushing up. Mutas are coming back to the south. Looks like Nelson's sending his SCVs into the battle as well. Yeah, they're going to the battle. Anyway, looks like they're trying to flank around the south side, but here's Nelson going to the north. Wow, there's just battles everywhere all around this map. It's just too hard to explain. Mutas are going over there. They're attacking the north as well. My gosh, here's the big death ball though. There's just so much going on. It's hard to control and hard to realize. Nelson's sending his command center to scout down here. Also, we got lots of carriers. Tifa's got lots of carriers moving around. Arthur's brought his tanks down from the north. We are coming together and congregating together to hold this mighty position here. Meanwhile, Alex's base is still getting ravaged by this lurker. Finally, we take it out. Looks like Arthur's down here in the south. Tifa's building carriers. And this immortal army by Siggy is very vicious as well. Looks like the north is getting uncontested at this time though, and Arthur is expanding everywhere up there. But it's just this very nice skirmish. And I really love this Protoss and Terran combination here. Tanks with carriers is such a great combination. One of the strongest combinations in multiplayer battles. And here, Alex Chang is again trying to hold the position with Tifa. But as you can see, his Marines are now at 2-2 and they're trying to shoot down all of the interceptors. Tifa is almost out of interceptors in all the carriers. Meanwhile, they're pushing in. Alex has pushed his lurkers into the ground. So these are killing off all the south troops. And meanwhile, they're trying to move to the north. And Arthur is killing here. Just killing. And they're charging up this base. Trying to charge up. It looks like they're going to move forward with Thor. But here's the main battle right here. Lots of armies here. Tiff has almost no more interceptors. They just keep getting shot down from the sky by all these people. But look at this tank line. I don't think they can break through. And Arthur just has so much. So many Vikings as well. What a great hold, guys. What a great hold. Meanwhile, they're pushing over on the left side. They push through and they're killing off my base. Alex's base there. But oh well. Keep moving forward. Looks like Arthur's pushing forward. Look, the lurkers on the ground. They're going to ravage these Marines. They better run back. Oh my gosh. Alex also has 3 lurkers helping. But his base is gone now on the left side. Wow, just so much happening here. This is crazy. Oh, looks like the Marines are trying to push through, but the lurkers are still under the ground. Lots of lurkers doing more damage. Arthur's moving to the north side because these Zerglings are just ravaging his base up to the north. Killing him. Arthur's moving his forces up north. Meanwhile, the bottom is starting to get killed. Tiff is trying to hold it with Alex here, down here. Nelson's holding this mountain here, holding the base so that they don't come up the ramp. What a crazy fight. They are everywhere. There's game everywhere here. Oh, Arthur just killed a lot of stuff up here. Great job. Meanwhile, Terran against Terran up there. Alex and Tiff holding this ground down here. Alex still has about 3 lurkers right here. Nelson's doing a great job with his 2-3 Marines right here. But looks like the Terran is now, the opposing Terran has a 3-3 Marines. 3-3 upgrades. Alex is at 1-2 upgrades. This might not be good. This Marine army is now very strong. Uh-oh. They pushed through this area. They killed off all of Alex's lurkers here. Lots of corruptors here chasing Tiff's army, but Arthur's with Vikings there. Looks like this guy just demolished this northern base. He's moving up on top of the mountain. Arthur comes back down to help. He knows this cannot be won without him in the south, because his tanks are so important and his Marine army is very powerful. 1-2 versus 3-3. But Arthur still pushes them back. He moves in real quickly, killing the base. Arthur and Tiff moving in together. Very good. I love this Tempest army. 8 Tempests shooting things down at the same time. Meanwhile, Arthur sacrifices his northern bases to Zerglings because he came down to the south. But he's like, screw this, I'm pushing in. Meanwhile, more Zerglings in the north are pushing in, ravaging Arthur's base. He sacrifices it for the good of the team. I really like this. Arthur's bases are all getting destroyed and pummeled, but he's pushing down in the south deep into the heart of the enemy. It looks like they're all working together. Nelson's also trying to take down his command center, and it looks like his troops are having a great time. Alex is also bringing his lurkers down here to help support, but you know, this has been a tough game for everybody. Look at the income tab, you know? A lot of people don't have money anymore, and we have down to very few workers. But yes, look at the fighting going on here. This is crazy, man. We're just pushing in Tiff with our massive air army, just showing air dominance. This is dominance game here. Dominating from the air. There's nothing that can stop her. Anyway, keep pushing in, keep pushing in. Arthur's also pushing in from the middle. And Alex is pushing in with some lurkers, but not much, just one at this time. But it's mostly a Tiff and Arthur army pushing straight in. Alex burrows over here trying to take out this Zerg guy. But meanwhile, it's just too much for them to handle. Immortals cannot kill carriers. Immortals cannot kill tanks. But look, they expand here. They're desperate for money. But no, we are already in the main base. We are in the main base, guys. In the main base, fighting and killing. It is just too much to explain, you know. Meanwhile, I don't think they can do anything. Toshiro's base, one of the mighty Terran warriors, his base is getting jacked up, and his Marines are 3-3, but they're not doing much damage. Meanwhile, as we look at Tiff's carriers, they are low on interceptors, but they're still doing massive damage. Alex has wiped out the hive of this Tokayo guy, killing this Zerg and crippling him down. Meanwhile, this base has been also destroyed. The enemy calls GG. We have been successful once again in fighting these battles. Nelson has taken the bottom left base and claimed victory. It is over. This game was too intense and too good. GG, everybody. GG.